Hello, everybody, and welcome to day 3 of the 12 days of NEP. I hope everyone's ready to experience a meme submitted under the Neptunia Mark II New Game Plus category. It's going to be slow percent, or note looking percent, because I want to be looking at the notes the whole time, and that's what I submitted this game as. Really not much to say. I'll let the opening play. And we'll go from there. Now, in my opinion, best opening in Neptunia. I wonder how many people agree. Is the mic still loud? Because after you said that, I cut the volume in half, which was already cut in half from after a test run. So now I'm 1/4 of the volume. Oh yeah, Twitch, DCMA, whatever, or DMCA. We were playing music with words in it. Alright, before I start, allow me to attempt to explain this run. Now, this is a very interesting New Game Plus run. Typically in Neptunia, it is a very over-leveled save file, go from start to finish, no DLC, one-shot everything, and you're done. But in Mark II, the level cap was 99. And the stats were never anything crazy for your main characters, and there was no DLC to get the level cap broken. So, in this New Game Plus run, you'll be seeing me doing some equipping, some moving characters around, adding characters, and using items in battle, which you don't see in any other Neptunia game except for the vanilla Nep, where you want to activate Berserker mode, or hope that it activate it so you can hope to do double damage on your special move, since it does make it like a 50-50 chance to actually work. But so that's what's interesting about this, and there's a whole list of notes for the New Game Plus of this, and I submitted under the guys that I haven't played this in a while, so it might be a bit slow because I'll be looking at them. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoy looking at a kind of different New Game Plus run in the Neptunia series, because it's about the only one that it resembles sort of a New Game run. And here is my save file. We'll begin in just a minute or 30 seconds. And since my voice sounds fine compared to the game, we'll be good to go. I'll try my best to do some sort of commentary, but even though you do stuff in this run, aside from going start to finish, there really is just not much to commentate. Never miss, except in good runs. That'll be for day 4 on Friday. Alright, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's begin! And if you see my audio get behind or anything like it sounds like it already is, that's an XSplit not working very well with my capture card. So I'll attempt to fix that while we are in cutscene skipping mode, so if you see the game feed go away, I apologize.
This is...
Okay, that was kind of scary. It went away a lot, for a bit longer than it normally does. XSplit is a bad program, don't use it. Man, everybody wanting pudding on nowhere. Could be this lewd CG. Good at.
As a CPU, I want to defend everyone.
Alright, right now we're already seeing a difference between Rebirth 2 and Mark 2. Mark 2, you actually have to get close to Judge in order to use your skill. In Rebirth 2, you can just use it anywhere. Why did they do a change like that? Why didn't they just have you use it anywhere? Yes, is the answer. But yeah, across both games, that is an unskippable cutscene. Divine Oratorio. In Mark 2, there was that announcer guy too, with a very dark voice, or a very deep voice. That was removed in Rebirth 2. Sadly. Then yes, this game does feature 3D models, therefore the cutscene skipping is a bit slower. Not as bad as Vanilla Nep, but also worse than Victory. My god, look at that 244 in gear. Get. Endeavor Pleb. Alright, so first things first, we want to equip gear with Gahalburn. The Millennium Memory, Black Tailor, Foolish Rose, willing to give IF the dual that blade. And then that. We actually give command or combos. Whoops. And we're done after, as expected, slow menuing. And I'm not fond of the character being so close up. I like to zoom it out a little bit. But in this game, the camera resets back to close in every time you enter a dungeon. So there's no point in fixing that.
I'll use my true power.
For now, we are going to be blitzing through it for this first little bit. And then we're going to do Nepgear only, so if you're a Nepgear fan,
No matter who we we
You'll love this game.
cannot run.
You're only for quite a while. I agree, Worldy. Now we gotta go and beat 3 radishers, 3 doggoose.
This is war.
You can preemptive strike in the overworld to
That was
kill them and not battle, which would be a thing we do in the later games because it actually counts towards your quests depending on the RNG of how many enemies are in the fight. But we don't do that in this game because it doesn't actually count towards your quests. So we have to manually kill them.
everyone.
Sad days.
I'll be your opponent. That was easy. Use my true power.
Oh shoot. No! Get out! I want to escape! The buttons to escape is different between like every net game ever.
This is war. Let me handle this.
Ah crap. I was supposed to kill the flower and then leave. I need one more radisher. So we wait for him to respawn. Who likes fan service? That's all you get. I sort of do hope I ain't getting Rebirth 2 muscle memory memorized and these things should actually respawn. They are taking a while. Do I have the item that brings enemies back? Okay, I do. I had it this whole time. Derp. That's why we submitted this under meme percent.
Your opponent.
Don't blame me, blame the fact that every net game is different. And it's hard to memorize them all.
No matter who we're up against, right. We'll always go all out. Excellent. My enemies.
Double check. That is not the quests. Alright, we are done. I have an escape. Oh my god. This is also the only game in the series to have the items in the 4th slot of the menu instead of the top. That is something else I can never remember, because every other net game has it on the top. We got to do this to progress the plot. We gotta make the net blues. Now we can go to next dungeon. Oh, and I already goofed. I'll do it after this fight. It shouldn't lose too much time. We're supposed to do Netgear solo starting before this fight.
Let me handle this. Actually, don't kill me, please. My turn, isn't it?
Okay, that wasn't too bad. Now we have the first, air quotes, boss fight. Hey, it's like the one cutscene that's faster than Rebirth 2. In Rebirth 2, you hear her swinging on that pickaxe like 10 seconds before it moves on. And then here, it just moves on after 1 second or so. Slash wave. I can't lose yet. That's all Chapter 1 is. Chapter 1 is just the tutorial. I mean, there's some story in here somewhere, but it's really just a tutorial. And now we're coming up to the longest chapter in Neptunia. Chapter 2 in Mk2. Because this chapter is split up into 3 different sections across 3 different nations. This is a chapter where we get to meet and say hi and then bye, while also at the same time failing to become friends with every other CPU candidate in the game. First up is Uni. The second best candidate. You can at me all you want. Now this dungeon also has some changes done to it between Mk2 and Rebirth 2 on the location of these cutscene markers. For some reason they are in different spots across this and the dungeon after it that is the same design, if I remember correctly. You go to each stage twice, and I think each time is a different location on Rebirth 2. Why would they do that yet again? Who knows?
I don't intend to lose to anyone.
Okay.
My mind is clear. Right. Who wants to die first?
Alright, so
All right.
stand by and then we'll... That's what we do.
Lose yet.
Very tough fight. And now we're experiencing right here top 10 anime betrayals. Uni was friends with Nepgear until Uni learned Nepgear was a candidate. And deserted the captured CPUs, or at least she thinks they were deserted. Thank you, Aaron. I keep on holding circle to load the next dungeon, because that is all the rebirths. And V2. And victory? I think? I think it's any game with a victory engine. You can hold circle or L2 to load the next dungeon. But in this game, it's only L2. Now, the game doesn't really tell you, but we have to go all the way back to Planet Neptune and fight an ancient dragon. Well, it probably does tell you. I don't know. It has been quite the amount of years since I last played this casually. Uni is probably the most misunderstood character in this introduction game to the candidates, yes.
Don't belittle me because I'm just.
Okay, what do we do here? We stand by. Move to center of the screen, circle, stand by.
It's my turn, isn't it?
What? Oh! Shit. Crap, I mean, I was looking at the wrong fight. Memes! I'm sorry, I didn't mean to swear in the Christian stream. Now we get introduced to the character I miss so much.
Therefore, I shall meet you this.
Nisa. Hey, stick flicking. Stick flicking is a term you'll hear a lot in the Neptunia speedrun community, mainly with the PS3 controller, but also happens a lot on the PS4 controller. What it is just generally when you accidentally let go of the stick that you're holding forward, it will turn your character around, and it's really hard to avoid. So if you see my character turn around for no reason, you're right, there was no reason. I didn't want her to turn around. Alright, so before we move on to the next, we gotta get rid of the extra baggage, and then... Because this is Netgear's game, boys and girls. CPUs and candidates. This is Netgear's game. I guess we'll include makers too. Some people like to identify as a maker, including me.
My turn, isn't it?
You're right, vanilla is the best Netgear game. I would love it if I stopped holding down circle. I think left. Something's telling me left, so we're gonna go left, and then probably be the slowest. Okay, I think left is the slowest on the second visit. I think I'm remembering now. So, who wants to do a full loop around a dungeon? I'm raising my hand right now. This is the problem of moving markers between Mark 2 and Rebirth 2. I hope you love the underling theme. It's some of the most heard music in the whole game. Turn one. Turn one. Miss a cat. Which is no big deal, apparently. Alright, now we're going to get Uni's redemption arc. But the game then remembers that we're in New Game Plus, so it's not much of a redemption arc. We hand over the hepatitis and the hemoglobin, and now we just move back to September Resort, where I'm going to go left again and see if my memory served me correct. And if it didn't, then we're going the long way around again, boys. Who loves doing this? Raise your hand, because I am currently raising my hand right now. Oh, it was correct. Poggers in the champ, boys. And by the way, the route I am using is an outdated version of the route. It's like a minute or two slower or something like that. The most current route uses a dead compa from start to finish to save time in a specific fight or two. But we don't do that.
Please, give me your power.
Because I'm not cool enough. So we get the boring, non-rip compa route. Beware of the cities in this game. They are magnets to your cursor. You're wanting to go somewhere too bad, you got magnetized to the city below. It is Cancer. It's similar in Rebirth too, but it's way better. Alright, can Smooth Brain remember the route? Okay, Smooth Brain remembered route. Alright, so we're about to kick Underling's butt for kidnapping a child. And then after we rescue a kidnapped child, the kidnapped child and her sister wants to fight us because they learn we're a CPU candidate. Just like Unit. And nobody in this game just loves other CPU candidates. In the original game, this is or new game, not New Game Plus. This is a ridiculously stupid fight, unless you use a glitch in the fight, which is get behind a dead character, and somehow that renders the non-dead character to just never attack you. If you don't utilize this glitch, this fight is very ridiculous. But in New Game Plus, we go X square square and it's done. Now it's time for a ridiculous amount of cutscenes. By ridiculous, there's 6 of them in a row. So if you like cutscenes, we put cutscenes in your cutscenes so you can watch cutscenes while watching cutscenes. And if you notice during that little bit of time there, that city loaded in, I tried to move away from it, and it just would not let my cursor go. That is the magnetism of every city. That one was a nice city. We're not allowed, but Underling is. She is holding a pickaxe. By the way, she can do whatever she wants. So while we're killing things in a couple of hits, let's ask a question for all you lovely members of the chat who feels like entering. What game did you play? The Mark II from the original trilogy on the PS3, or did you play Rebirth 2 from the Rebirth trilogy remakes on the Vita and/or PC? Or you can just also say Vita or PC as the console you played them on. I personally played the PS3 trilogy first way back in 2014. From vanilla all the way up. So I played Mark II before Rebirth 2.
Don't belittle me because I'm just a CPU candidate. Let me do this.
And for any, a second part to the question, for anyone who played Mark II and Rebirth 2, what was your favorite? And I guess you can say why if you want. My favorite will be Rebirth 2, due to it being faster and having the victory engine. But characters-wise, I like Mark II more because I like Nisa and Gus more than Broccoli and Red. Speaking of Gus, kind of spoiled it, but we're about to get her on the team. A good mix of Mark II, Rebirth 2. Actually, I think it is half and half. No, it's 2 and 3. Or 4 and 3 if you include me. Not a bad mix. Whoops. I hit that button forgetting that it's preemptive strike in this game, and literally every other game it is find random item, which is that function.
Don't belittle me because I'm just a CPU candidate.
Metal shell. Such high defense that you can't even kill it in one combo on level 99.
This battle, we mustn't lose.
Oh, I was supposed to stand by. I guess that doesn't matter. I've never watched the Conquest cutscenes in Rebirth 2, but besides Red and Broccoli being place of Nisa and Gus, they shouldn't be that too different. Well, I guess you do see their 3D models with their suffering faces instead of just a picture, like you do in Rebirth 2. Because that's what every Neptunia player wakes up thinking in the morning. I want to see Ramen Ram's faces as they're getting stabbed by Nepgear's Gavin. In 3D! Whoops! I was supposed to do an equip here. I don't think it matters for Killishin though. See, the good thing about New Game Plus is even though you do stuff in this game's version of New Game Plus, if you don't do stuff, it's only slightly slower. But don't you want a Rebirth 2 Plus to the 4th Power and Knuckles Shiny Edition Deluxe? Same with Ilya?
Don't belittle me because I'm just a CPU.
Stand by in front of it.
I'll use my true power.
Something tells me I'm supposed to be hitting XX square instead of X square. I'm gonna do that from now on. It's probably why they're not dying in one turn like they're supposed to. Oh my god, character's not even halfway through the game, not dying in one turn. Is this really a New Game Plus speedrun? Alright, now time to do quests! They have a tiny bit of RNG. Just an itty bitty bit. We gotta hope for good numbers and monster spawns. Also, if I remember correctly, the quest names are different between Mark II and Rebirth 2. Which is interesting. That is a shop. Well, let's go to the guild. And then go to the wrong level. Alright, we need tall bespectacled wishes. Plummet in the plummet. And no more summer breaks. Alright, I think it is 5 of each? I'm gonna double check actually. 3. Okay, 3 and 5. This can spawn 2, I think, which is why there's RNG involved here. And then the Lion Invaders can spawn like between 2 and 4, I think. Maybe it can have 5? I'm not sure. We got the turrets first try.
I'll protect you all.
Oh, we got 3. Pretty good. As long as they don't go viral. If they go viral, that counts as a different enemy type, so that doesn't count as a Lion Invader kill. Which is silly. And it's all RNG. If that happens or not.
Everyone, let's keep up the pace.
We're done with the quest either way, though.
Still wanna fight?
So even if he goes viral, which he didn't. This was not good RNG, because we should, if we would have got 2, that would have been done as 2 turns faster. But yeah, 2 of those quests was item collection quests, what's normally in a new game run of both this and Rebirth 2. It is a big pain in the butt, since Neptunia monster drops are really, really silly. But in New Game Plus, you can carry over all items in your inventory, which helps. You can get them first try, get the fastest time, but then you can just get such bad luck that you can lose 5 to 10 minutes in that one section just hoping for monster drops and never get any. Oh yeah, there's another menu I forgot to do. I'll go ahead and do that. I give her back the Millennium Memory. Make her movement better. Or whatever it does. Now there's a bunch of cutscenes here. 5 cutscenes with a bunch of cities loading after each cutscene. Then we go to a dungeon for a cutscene. Then we go back to Limbox for a cutscene. Then we go back to the dungeon again for some actual plot progression. Lane box is the funnest part of Chapter 2. At least Chapter 2 has high PB going for it, because her 3D model is actually pretty good. Cutscene still coming in strong. They just keep coming and now we're getting to the best dungeon music in the game. If you follow my stream any, you've probably seen that meme. Me just randomly headbanging to this, and it's to this theme here, because this is quite the banger, but you only get to hear it twice. Alright, everybody in chat. Time to begin your headbanging. Right as that beat drop there. And it's over. But it's about to begin again. Whoops, I keep on hitting a square out of habit. Alright, what is normally a really terrible fight, sequence of fights in at least Rebirth 2, and maybe Mark 2 as well, I would assume so. Like, not really too hard, it's just annoying. But in this game, it's, even in New Game Plus, it's silly because they each have like 20 attacks. So they're gonna get close to me and they're gonna attack like 10 times in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times in a row. That's still too many attacks, if you ask me.
I can't lose yet.
Oh, shnikes. Quick. The channel has become self-aware. Everybody hide. Alright, so what's happening in this cutscene? We beat them, so they get stronger, bigger and stronger. And we're like, oh crap! But PB comes out of nowhere and starts singing, and the power of her voice changes them back to normal. And everyone watching is like, what? Did it really just pull an anime cliche? 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'll use my true power. I did it. I can't lose yet.
But yes, it did just pull an anime cliche. This series loves cliches, but that's also why I love the series. But after a very, very long bit of time, we're just about to be done with Chapter 2. Which, by the way, we were still in Chapter 2 this whole time. In perspective, Chapter 1 in this run took almost 11 minutes, but Chapter 2 took over 36 minutes. Every other chapter is not even close. But at least we get this CG right there for a well-deserved Chapter 2. I'm sorry, but if you don't like that CG, then I don't know what to say. Now, so starting chapter 3, we're going to be doing something weird. We're not going to remove 5PB, who joins us right there. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're probably going, Nani? But this is where item usage starts kicking in. Using items in New Game Plus. This is even a speedrun of a New Game Plus category. Stand by at the top left corner of blue thin rectangle. While accidentally turning around, I guess. Thank you, Stick Flick. Alright, then we PSP charger 2. Go. And stand by.
My turn, isn't it?
Then we Panther Blade, which is supposed to be the one.
My true power.
Supposed to be the like the 2 turn. And it was that time. It's actually RNG. I was expecting Marathon Luck to not be the 2 turn. Now after this cutscene, we're on the road to Verlui to advance the plot there. By the way, for those unaware, here's a little neat factoid about this specific Neptunia game. Most, if not all, other Neptunia games in the series are rated T for teen, at least in the the ESRB ratings in the States. But this one is mature rated for a CG in this chapter. Now, in Rebirth 2, it's the exact same thing, but it's only a teen rating. Makes you wonder why they changed their mind.
I'll play my song for you. Let me do this. I'll fight for our god. Let me do this.
To view Dimension 2.
New models of the orphan.
Another neat factoid about this game, because I might as well spit out as much as I can think of. This is the first game in the series, you know, it's the second game in the series, but it's the first time in the series where Idea Factory just decided to be lazy on their dubbing budget, where only about a little less than half, if not half, of the cutscenes are actually voiced in dub. In vanilla Neptunia, every main story cutscene that advances the plot and gets all the endings and whatnot, they are all voiced. But starting from Mk2 onwards, and it seems every game going forward, gets less and less dubbing. Now, for you subbers out there, that doesn't really matter to you, but for the dub lovers, it is kind of annoying. Habit needs to stop. We're coming up to everyone's favorite CG that I mentioned earlier, what caused this to be rated M or mature. If you're 17 years old, you can't buy this game. Quick, everyone close your eyes. Well, after this fight.
This battle, we mustn't lose! I'll play my song for you! We are as one. Definitely won't lose.
But yeah, I guess I'll explain a little bit. Why do we use items in this game and not other games? Well, because this fighting system, which I'm about to say a very hot take here, the fighting system is hot garbage. You have a set amount of SP
Let me do this.
before every fight, and it can carry over while you're in the same dungeon and whatnot, I think. And you have AP gauge as well, and in order to use skills, you need a certain amount of SP and AP and all this and that. And we just don't start out with enough to make the game as fast as possible, so we waste a turn for someone else to give an item, the PSP charger 2, to Nepgear, which in this game, giving items costs AP, which is also pretty silly. So we have to beef up Nepgear's SP before she can use skills.
I'm a fighter too! My turn, isn't it? I'll change the world with music!
For the sake of
I'll use my true power! It's my turn, isn't it?
Huh?
I'll play my song for you!
Hold on. Nepgear's not doing any damage. Alright. Did I forget to put IF as her partner?
Let me do this!
anyone in puberty.
Okay. Panzerblade's doing damage. Let's use Panzerblade instead of Slashwave. Still not doing as much, but
My turn, isn't it?
Oh, bliss.
we're supposed to be breaking the damage barrier. But yeah, that was everyone's favorite CFW boss. Wait. Oh well, I won't worry about it too much. I don't know why that move did nothing there. Won't worry about it. Probably never, because there's not much of the game left. But yeah, this is the chapter where we get all the CPUs on our team because we show them that we are the boss of this planet or the game industry. They all just want Netgear's body, so they join in. First was Roman Ram, next is Uni. Then the world. Alright, press spell yes in chat if you think I'll break the habit of hitting square in every new dungeon before the run is done. Also going the wrong way. Wow, didn't hit square. It's amazing. Time for everybody's favorite robot in Uni ship.
Give me your power.
Except not really mine.
I'll use my true power.
CFW Brave and Uni.
My will resonate.
My favorite is actually Steam Max and Uni.
Do this.
My will.
What?
I'll
Hello? You
I'll
live.
use my true power.
recognize.
Why is Slash Wave sucking? Why am I not doing... Oh, am I holding the wrong item? That's probably it. I'm holding the wrong item. Let me fix that real quick. Let me fix that in the next chapter. So I hope everybody's expectations of a slow meme New Game Plus run has been fulfilled. Alright, this is the second shortest chapter in the game. We have a cutscene, then we acquire discs, then we get another cutscene, we go to a dungeon, do a fight, chapter's over. And by the way, the fight's done in one turn, because Celestial Severance is very OP no matter which version of this game you play, Mark II or Rebirth 2. Celestial Severance is freaking powerful. Okay. So I think it's that. I mean, it doesn't matter for this. Actually, I think it does matter for this fight. I don't think Celestial Severance would kill if it did not have a break damage limit.
Get ready. I'm Louise CPU too.
Whoops!
Behold.
Did I just stop myself from using Celestial Severance? Okay, I did not.
I won't accept this.
Some muscle memory from some game somewhere kicked in. think it was Sega Hard Girls where you use square to access your skills. Don't ask how that kicked in. And CPUs have been awoken. No, square is items in Sega Hard Girls. I still don't, so that doesn't answer where that came from. We won't worry about it though, because we'll just say it adds to the memes. So now we're going to go to a forced loss, where it's supposed to be. But we could actually kick Magic's butt here. A narrow derp and then a slightly bigger narrow derp.
This isn't a show. It's my turn.
Alright, move for a little. Stand by. PSP Charger 2. Okay, I'm going to assume I was supposed to remove some people.
Let's keep it up.
Actually, the notes don't say we're supposed to.
I'll travel the path I believe in.
Now we do the white drop. That is not a white drop. White drop makes Nepgear stronger.
My true power.
For the sake of our God.
What? She has no health. She doesn't even have. She doesn't even have invisible health. Her bar is literally empty. I don't even see 1 HP. I feel cheated. Normally, if she has 1 HP left, you can see it in the bar. It was. She had glitched health. That's the only way about it. The game said you're getting an extra turn with this one. She had 1/10 of 1 HP. I want my money back. Unsubbed, unfollowed. Alright, so we go back to partner. Switch 5 Paba with Uni. Rom with Neptune. Remove Ram. And go to Gapine. Now for the rest of the game, it's using 2 PSP Charger 2s on Nepgear. And then Nepgear supposedly one-shotting everybody. With Celestial overpowered. That's what I'm gonna call it. And in this game, you would, your brain would normally think, oh hey, you want to press the button direction facing Nepgear, which in this case would be left. But no, if you hit left, you'll give the item to Uni. So you want to hit right, because that makes sense. Same thing with Uni. Your brain wants to hit right, but you want to hit left to actually give it to Netgear.
Got it.
Due to party setup.
Let me do this. Regrets?
Can't tell you how many times I've been dumb and just hitting left because Netgear is to my left, or right because Netgear is to my right. I got bad news for you, hombre. Don't work like that. I didn't realize that was another cutscene. Now loading.
Everyone, get your game faces on. My turn. You better be ready to.
5, 6, 7, 8.
My turn, isn't it?
Man, getting 8 attacks, this game basically cheats.
Yeah. Lose. Yeah.
And one of those 8 attacks was a AoE.
Last station's next CPU shall be your opponent. Bring it on. My turn.
Show me your will!
3, 4.
I'll use my true power.
Not bad.
You know, there's really not much left of the game to talk about. Like, we're doing all the rematches with the CFWs because, just like any Mega Man game, the bosses get reincarnated and you have to refight them. Oh, did I say Mega Man game? This game might as well be a Mega Man game. But the next dungeon we're entering, second best dungeon music in the game, or in this game. So let's go. I equate the music in this dungeon fitting for Conquest ending because it really just sounds all doom and gloom. This is the music you hear when you're in the final hours of about to murder everyone you know and love. After this, we're down to the final 2 fights of the game. One fight in the chapter 5 and then one fight in chapter 6. The whole chapter 6 is just one fight. Yeah, chapter 5 is all the refights and then all the CPU candidates getting their Mark 3 outfits. Well, Netgear gets her Mark 3 in the previous chapter, but this is the chapter where everyone else gets their Mark 2 or 3.
Let me handle this.
Anyone in
That is not what I wanted to do.
My turn, isn't it?
Well, let's see how well you do without... Oh. Maybe I shouldn't have skipped that item.
Let me do this. Let me do this.
White drop is pretty strong. Damn. I mean, dang.
I'll finish this beautifully. Let me do this.
Indians are so delicious.
Well, I guess it didn't help none that I used the wrong skill anyway.
We're fine, because we're invincible.
I mean, you're not wrong, Neptune.
I'll finish this beautifully.
We are invincible. The enemies can't hurt us. Hello, 99.
Dare to rebel.
I'll use my true power. It's my turn, isn't it?
I am.
Alright, final chapter. Final fight. We got the short cutscene, then a long walk in a dungeon, and then one fight. And then the game is done. This run is over. Day 3 will be concluded. So, preemptive, I hope you guys had some sort of enjoyment. I hope I memed it up enough and was terrible enough to your liking. And that was, yet again, muscle memory. I will, of course, let the credits theme play. Mark II's credits theme, along with its opening theme, is very iconic. A must listen for every speedrun. Why it's a must listen in this game in particular is if anyone has seen the anime, you might actually recognize the theme. Or if you've seen the anime but not played Mark II, you'll recognize the theme. Woohoo! Almost encounter. Alright, Chris, I'll try my best to have the decimal at .69, okay? I have a 1% chance.
You're my opponent. I don't need to go
Or something like that. think I have a 1 in 1,000 chance.
Annihilation to all.
My turn?
Okay, let's not forget the white drop.
My turn, isn't it?
My vessel is
And run done.
I may look young.
I failed
When CPU can
the 1% chance, so it wasn't the true meme. But we have concluded Mark 2 New Game Plus. A game that truly doesn't get enough speed recognition across our marathons in 12 days. But we'll do another hot take here. It's just probably, I just don't see it getting too much attention in the future. This battle system and just the lag of the game in general. It is, especially if I played this on the PlayStation 3 solid state drive, which greatly increases the load times. But if you played, if you were the original crew who played this on an HDD, you know the torture. But if you are actually a fan of this game and really like it, come on over to the Neptunia Discord that has been posted in the chat a couple times throughout the stream, and ask around, and you too can learn how to speedrun this game on New Game or New Game Plus. We will welcome you right up with open arms. Alright, now that is the true conclusion. I hope you guys enjoyed. And enjoy the rest of your day, morning, or evening, whatever part of the globe you live at. And we'll hope to see you at day 4 of the 12 Days in Depth this Friday, featuring a 5,000 person race. Not really, but a huge race in one of the most mean categories of Mega Dimension Neptunia V2, which is the good end new game. So we hope to see you all there. Ought to be some collection of epic and memes combined. So have a good one, everyone. And thank you for stopping by.